An Iowa native is using her talent as a photographer to bring life to stories of empowerment, diversity, and inclusion. Annette McNamara is a 1998 grad of Ackley, Geneva. Now she's traveling the country in a bus converted into a tiny home/photo studio. Her subjects, men, women, and children, all have a story to tell. Here to tell us about Beautiful Strength is Annette McNamara. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This is super cool.
Well, yeah, we saw the bus parked outside the studio as we were all coming into work, and so we all want to hear about Beautiful Strength. The name is great. Tell me what the project is.
Yeah, I've been a commercial photographer for a long time, and I just saw that we need something that is positive right now. We also need something that doesn't have a lot of Photoshop, or any Photoshop. Like, people are beautiful the way that they are, and I just wanted to highlight that. And it started as a shoot that I wanted to do for myself, started telling friends about it, and then those friends wanted to come, and we opened up the very first studio, and 45 different people came to the very first one, and it was all walks of life, all different nationalities, all different belief systems, religions, everything. And I thought people would come in, get their picture taken, and they'd leave, and instead they were all sitting there cheering each other on. And I was like, man, this is what I want to do the rest of my life, and I think it would be super awesome if I could take it mobile. So that's how it started. Yeah.
So this bus that you're driving around in, it also has a name, of course, right? Every good bus must. Atticus, that's the name of your bus. Tell us the story behind that.
Yeah, well, I read To Kill a Mockingbird when I was a freshman in high school. And it was just a name that I always thought was a super cool, respectable name. And there's a line in there, I'm going to get this wrong, but there's something about you never really know somebody till you crawl under their skin. And the only way that we can really do that is through conversation. So I always thought that I would have a kid named Atticus. I don't have that, so I have a big pink sparkly bus instead.
The next best thing, right?
Yeah, right? So close. It cost me just about as much money, I'm sure. So.
I'm sure, because you've turned it into home, a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everything right now.
Yeah, it's a tiny home. I fully live in it. I have lived in it for exactly a year now. So there's kitchen, there's a bed. My studio in the back is a Murphy bed, so that flips down. And then every day I have to clean because people come in and out of it every day.
You're logging a lot of miles in Atticus right now.
Yep, I bought it in September of 2019, and I've put about 25,000 miles on it since then. So it's been pretty crazy.
Just all around, I know you said Des Moines, you've got a lot of family here, so this is kind of a good centrally located space. But I mean, you're really traveling as many places as you can across the country. Yeah,
my goal is to hit all 50 states. I obviously will fly to Hawaii, but I will drive to Alaska. So right now I'm sitting at 34. Wow. And I've done over 1,000 portraits in the bus across the United States in a year. So hopefully this summer I get up to the Northeast and I get to check off that section, and I'll have the entire continental US done, and then I'll make my way to Alaska. And we'll have one heck of a party in Hawaii when I get done.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we want to tag along. When you're talking about the people that you're taking the pictures of, I mean, any hesitation or do you have to talk them into it that they're thinking, oh no, I don't want to get my picture taken?
Yeah. For the most part, the bus draws people in, and now social media has definitely people want to participate in it. Like, I actually can't keep up with as many people who want to participate in it. But most of the things are very sporadic. So it's people I meet at gas stations, to Walmart parking lots and Cracker Barrels. And I'll seek out various different nonprofits in every community that I go to, or I call it like a chamber of commerce or a city hall. I say, who's got an interesting story? But everybody has a story. Right. So no matter where there's people, anybody can participate in it. So a lot of times people will come in the bus under curiosity of the bus, and then they'll figure out that they're in a safe space where they can share their story without judgment. And the next thing you know, they're crying, they're taking their picture, they're hugging, they're like high-fiving. It's like, it's a therapy bus, and I call it the 2-hour bus because people come in for 5 minutes and they stay for a lot longer.
Right, I was even saying it is therapeutic, and no matter how different we all look, there's so much about us that's the same, and you're definitely finding that through Beautiful Strength.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, driving the bus to the station, we love it. Atticus, thebeautifulstrength.org. You can follow her journey along the way to all 50 states.